We know NoCo. From Town Square Media, this is Tuned Into NoCo. I'm Ashlee Meehleis. Guys, welcome back into Tuned Into NoCo. Next up, we have Janet Hatfield in studio. She is the development manager from Healing Warriors. Janet, thanks for taking the time to meet with me.
Thanks. It's really great to see that you have legs and you're not just a Zoom.
For real. We're actually real people now.
I know.
It's awesome.
We have to wear pants now.
Yeah, what is that? So why don't we begin by telling our listeners a little bit about what you guys do? What is Healing Warriors?
Perfect. We are a veteran nonprofit, and we are located in Fort Collins at Drake and Shields. And our main mission is suicide prevention for veterans. We do that by really targeting in on the factors that lead to suicidal ideation for our veterans. So our main treatment programs that we do, and everything that we do is non-narcotic. So it is non-narcotic programs for sleep, for pain, for PTSD, for traumatic brain injuries, and interpersonal trauma. Those are the main things. And then we also have a cancer support series, a surgical support series, an immune series, a detox series, and then we also have a WIPSIP program, which is a wellness preventative and care program for our 60-plus veterans. And all of this is at no cost to not only the veteran, but also to their spouse/partner and their parents.
Wow.
So everything that we do is at no cost. We also have client care navigators who also then meet with every single person that walks in the door to make sure if there's anything else going on that we can help with, because it's really hard to heal and to have treatment for the things, the invisible wounds that they're all carrying around if they have external pressures that are not going to lend them to being able to heal on our level. So we help with everything, whether it's financial, whether it's spiritual, whether it's educational. What do you need help with? And let us reach out to our resource partners and connect you with them and help you with those parts too.
That's awesome. And how many veterans and families do you guys work with in a given time?
Thousands.
Really?
Yeah, we have done, this is our 10-year anniversary. We've been around for 10 years now. And we have done over 30,000 treatments. We not only do them through our clinic in Fort Collins, but every single month we do a pop-up clinic in Denver, in Longmont, and in Colorado Springs.
Really?
So on our Facebook page, you can see under our events what weeks our pop-up clinics are for that particular town. There's no registration, no reservations required for any of that. You can just walk into those. Treatment series are a little bit shorter there. But you don't need anything. The only thing you need to get treatment from us is you need to be able to get in the door if you can. And you need a DD-214 or a military ID. We even have telehealth options for those people who may not be able to make it to us and that still need some help that we can help with.
Wow. Well, it's so amazing what you guys do. And speaking of events, you guys have the Healing Warriors second annual 5K run and walk on Sunday, May 21st. Tell us about this 5K.
Yeah, last year was our first pilot year kind of to launch it, and I've been doing events for a long time. I've been doing it for many, many years. I've never done a 5K. So they were like, hey, we should do a 5K, and I'm like, okay.
Like, why not?
So luckily I have enough friends and networked people that I reached out to get some tips and some things on how do we do this and what do I do.
Yeah.
And it went really, really well. I mean, our first one, everybody said, well, you're lucky if you get 50 people to sign up. We had over 100 sign up.
Wow.
And it went really, really well. It was a lot of fun. We had a great weather day. It got a little bit sketchy, welcome to May, towards the end of it, but it was really, really fun. And Wayne Allard came and did our welcome and kickoff to it. And this year we're going to have Jenny Arendt coming out and doing it. And I've already kind of goaded John Kafalis into coming out as well. So I'm trying to get some of our Congress people and our guys to come out and kind of challenge each other.
Yeah.
But it's more of a community event than it is a fundraiser. We are always looking for sponsors, of course, to cover costs, but it's more of a community event to get the awareness out there about who we are and what we can do to help people and to just really broaden our footprint across northern Colorado because we really want to be able to serve everybody that we possibly can. The numbers are staggering on veteran suicides, especially since the pandemic. And we just want to make sure that everyone knows that we're available to help out there. So events like this, everybody in the community that wants to get involved, for whatever reason. If they have veterans in their family, if they don't, and they just want to support it, it's like, come on out.
Yeah.
Pets are more than welcome.
That's
so
awesome.
yeah, bring your pets, bring your strollers, bring your kids, bring everybody. It's a run,
Yeah.
walk, jog, crawl, however you want to do it.
Any skill level.
Any skill level, yeah. And we do have it professionally timed for those people who are more competitive and do want a time for it.
Okay.
We aren't a qualifier for another race, but
Yeah.
we do have it professionally timed, and it's a lot of fun. You get a really cool T-shirt, and you always get a really nice goodie bag. Last year we did backpacks with all kinds of stuff in them. So,
fun.
Yeah.
That's great. And all the proceeds, I know you mentioned this is more of an awareness event, but the proceeds will be going toward veterans and their families, correct?
Absolutely, yeah. At Healing Warriors, we try everything that we can not to ever let a veteran have to decide between an electric bill and getting care. So that's why our programs are all funded through either grants or donors or private individuals or our fundraising events. So again, it's not per se a fundraiser, it's more of a community event. But sponsors are always welcome because that always helps us then to bring more to the table for our veterans.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Now, if someone is interested, where can they register?
On the website, we have all of our events up on our website, and there'll be a scroller across the top of our page as well. But it's a little bit long, but it is www.healingwarriorsprogram.org. And the registration is actually through Run Sign Up, which a lot of people, if they do runs, are pretty used to navigating that platform.
Okay.
But everything, all the information from the route, there's a route map there, where your packet pickup is, what the different levels are. We're in early bird right now, so it's a little bit less to get in on it right now. All age ranges. There's discounts for seniors, for veterans, for kids. So.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Well, for those listening, you heard that. Definitely head to healingwarriorsprogram.org. You can get more information on how to register and just more info on this event and Healing Warriors. Now, if they can't make this event, can someone still donate to you guys?
Absolutely. Yeah, and don't ever limit yourself to thinking that donations only mean money. We accept donations of all different types. We love volunteers. I'm a huge fan of all my volunteers. We have some amazing groups that come out and help us with these events or donate their time on other levels. But if you hit our donation page on that same website, it will give you all the different options to be able to, help us in whatever ways that you want to. We actually have an Amazon business page that has a list of things that we're always looking for because we do care packages for our veterans too.
Cool.
So there's all kinds of ways to donate, whether it's with your time, with your dollars, with your services even. I mean, we're always on the lookout for if you have services that you want to offer either to our veterans or to us. I mean, we're open to always talking about that.
Wow, that's so awesome. Now, kind of going back here a little bit, I know you touched on it, but why do you really think it's so important for our community members to get out to support our veterans with this 5K?
Because I think there's a huge misconception that veterans are taken care of, and they're really not. There are many that slip through the system or that get so frustrated with the system that they leave themselves out of it. Or they're just frustrated with the care that they've gotten over the years and haven't found that one thing that will help them. And with us, it's, getting the word out that they can just walk in, try everything out before they ever decide on what's working the best for them. To be able to really hone in on, something that can help them that doesn't involve a prescription.
Yeah.
The opioid crisis and the overprescribing of medications to our veterans and service people is horrendous. So we're there to try to help them with all of that, to get them off of those things or at least ratchet it down. We never give medical advice. We look at, if we do a pain index and a sleep index every time somebody walks in the door, because those are the two major things that normally are affecting our veterans and their family members.
Gotcha.
So if you're on average coming in as an 8 and you leave as a 6, great. Then all of a sudden you start coming in as a 6 and start leaving as a 4. We're going to have that conversation with you about, hey, look, you're learning now how to manage your pain levels better through the treatments that we're doing. So it might be a good time to have a conversation with your primary and talk to them about, hey, this is where I was and this is where I am now. Maybe we come down a bit on my medication. So that's what we're there to do, is to help you. We integrate with everything that they're doing on a regular level with their primaries.
That's awesome. And this is all, you guys call this non-narcotic therapy, correct? And so what other forms of therapy do you guys use?
We do the ones that have been shown through doctors and nurses in the military. Most of these are military doctors and nurses that have brought these programs forward to their veterans and found that they really help. So the main three are acupuncture, healing touch, and cranial sacral work.
Okay.
We are a registered VA vendor, and so they can get a referral through VA if they're through the VA. You don't have to have a referral, though, and they will give you a referral for acupuncture through VA.
Oh,
so,
okay.
So those are the modalities that we use. We complement those with care kits and with playaways, which a playaway is a self-contained unit that has guided imagery on there to help people, because veterans and their caregivers have so much going on in their head that it's hard for them to just shut down and stop their mind from going in 100 different directions. So guided imagery really helps them to find that path.
Okay, that's really interesting.
Well, more and more people are using meditation these days anyway, or sleep help that way. So that's one of the tools that has been found to really have the efficacy and the data behind it to help these guys find that path and to lead them a little bit closer to what we're trying to do on the treatment side and kind of combine and help them the most.
Yeah. Do you have any stories that you are able to tell our listeners of how you've seen this help our veterans?
I see it every day. I mean, when I'm there, I get to know our clients on a different level because I'm not the practitioner and I'm not the guys at the front desk that are, dealing with them. So I get to know them on a very casual level. And so sometimes I get a little more tidbits of information from them than maybe their practitioners do in different ways. But I watch them come in and I watch them leave. And it's just a huge difference. A big thing to do is to watch the main video that we have on our homepage on the website. That gives you a very good overview and gives you a sense of what we're doing for some of these people. It's just amazing to me. I mean, I've had some clients that have come in there that tell you the stories about how many prescriptions they're on when they left the military, and after only a few months with us that they're down to from like 18 to 2.
Wow.
So those are the stories. It's just seeing it in their face. You see them walk in a certain amount of pain, and when they leave, they're just like, So it's great to see that and to get them more out there and interactive in the other things, because there's so many organizations out there to help veterans, and from doing retreats to doing fly fishing to equine therapies to whatever.
Right.
Sometimes we're getting them now before they can even enjoy those other things that are out there for them.
Yeah.
So we're kind of that platform level, the foundation level that are getting them back to the point where they can actually function again and want to be out there. So we're hooking them up in social situations even. In the spring, we do gardening kits for them to get them outside. In the winter, we do comfort and joy kits. We have boredom buster kits. We have all kinds of things to keep them sharp mentally and physically and do everything that we can to kind of bring them back into a sense of peace and healing, that they didn't think that they had.
Absolutely. Honestly, I love having you guys here because I think it's so incredible what you guys do at your organization. For those listening, make sure to head to their annual 5K fun run and walk. This is happening May 21st. It's going to be at Spring Canyon Park. You can register at healingwarriorsprogram.org. You also can donate or get more information about Healing Warriors or how to volunteer. Now, kind of pivoting here a little bit, how did you get involved with Healing Warriors? What's your story?
It's funny. I actually saw the position come up, and it spoke to me so amazingly because my dad was he was a retired lieutenant colonel in World War II and in Korea.
Wow.
My mom was a civilian working for the Air Force. I have 2 ex-husbands that are military. And then I have lost 2 really close, basically family members to suicide.
Oh, goodness.
And then I was also a certified massage therapist years ago, so I understood the modalities that they were using, what they were doing, and who they were doing it for.
Yeah.
So it was just kind of a perfect match for me.
Really?
Very few times in your life do you get to do something and give back and really feel good about your job at the end of the day.
Right.
And when I see these people, year after year, and the relationships that you build with the clients and with the organizations that are other veteran service organizations, and you start building those relationships and you see how many people organically that you can keep helping, and the word of mouth and just how it all keeps growing, that's what makes it, that's what makes it just a really, really great place to be and a good place to be for me, you know.
Definitely. Meant to be.
Meant to be, exactly. And I talked my way into it.
That's awesome. Well, again, we're so glad that you were able to take the time to be here and speak with us today. Is there anything else you'd like our listeners to know about Healing Warriors or the event you guys have coming up?
Just know that we're out there to help. And like I said, we don't just help the veteran, we help their spouses, their partners, their parents. So if you are a spouse of a veteran, there's help out there for you too. And again, none of it is at any cost to you guys. It is absolutely at no cost. It only takes a phone call. Call our clinic at 970-776-VETS, and that's 8387, and we can get you an appointment within a few days usually. We have a beautiful clinic at Drake and Shields. Anyone at any time can call us up and make an appointment to come tour the clinic as well. If you're not sure if you want to come, you're welcome to come and tour our clinic. We want people to understand that this is set up with the veteran in mind. It's all about what's good for them, not us. It's not set up to be aesthetically for us. It's for them. So the safety portions of it, the comfort levels, all of it is. Everything has been designed around them and what they need and what they want. And most of our at least over half of our board is our veterans. Our practitioners are veterans. Our staff are veterans. You know, so
That's awesome.
We understand what's going on out there. We're not just a clinic who's trying to serve veterans. We are veterans serving veterans as well. So
yeah, that's amazing. Do you actually mind saying that phone number one more time?
It's 970-776-VETS, VETS, or 8387.
Janet, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for listening to What Matters in NoCo. I'm Ashlee Meehleis with Town Square Media's Tuned Into NoCo. If you missed part of the show, you can find it on your Town Square Media station app or website. If you or your organization would like to be considered for Tuned Into NoCo, send me an email at ashlee.meehleis@townsquaremedia.com. That's ASHLEE.MEEHLEIS@townsquaremedia.com.